Hello and welcome to this introduction to a computer system for hopefully finally making Campaign for North Africa reasonably playable. I'm not going to go into detail on each of the functions, but there's quite a bit of depth to some of this, and the system took a huge amount of time to produce, so much in fact that we would never have started had we known how long it was going to take. That includes not only what you can see here, which is the main guts of the system, the land forces, but also the attention needed to the rules, which in the original rulebook are literally unplayable. They're color-coded, the changes that have been made, and when I say changes, I mean things that were necessitated by errors, omissions, contradictions, the usual things in these games, but multiplied by the size of CNA. The color coding is purple here for the changes that I have made. As you can see, as you get further on into in the air war particularly, the number of changes become thick and fast. The air war is really unusable, both in terms of the rules and the charts and tables in the original system. So none of this has been changed to change the Campaign for North Africa system. It's been done to avoid all the problems caused by the original authors writing a couple of sentences without thinking of the consequences. It will always be a work in progress. In tandem with the digitized rules, which are part of this system, there's also a lot of work being done on the tables. The air war was far too intrusive into the campaign, and lots of things have been done to fix all of the problems that will be known to some people listening to this video at least. Back to the main system, we can obviously select different formations here. We can select, depending on whether we're playing as part of a group, it supports group play, or whether we're playing solo or whatever. There are dispersed units here on another tab, which are all the smaller units spread around the map just for a lookup. There's a lot going on here and a lot of things that this will do, apart from keeping all the data very neat, but I'll go into that in detail in a future video shortly. There's not much to do. Did we cover the air system now? On the air system, we've got obviously individual aircraft, attached supply trucks, various things which we'll go into on later video. The squadrons split by fighters and others. We have Air Geographic, which are all the air bases and the supplies and the squadrons that are hosted by them, their current anti-aircraft levels, etc. And some administrative things for completing the various op stages so that things are reset back to refits and things like that, which may have failed, and they can be released to be done again. C doesn't have a lot in it for CNA. Logistics, this is similar to what you've just seen for the air geographic supplies. There are obviously supply truck convoys with facilities to track all of those. Land stores distribution, which is an absolute pain in the original game. It still works the same, but what it will do is find all of the units and all of the supplies that are available in different locations, including any attached trucks that are present. And it will track the supplies that are short or satisfied or half supplied. We'll cancel out of that because we don't want to do it. Air stores distribution follows a similar pattern, and water distribution at the moment does nothing at all. Resources is split into rear area and geographic. On the rear area we have all the things listed here. and means of tracking them and means of adding notes for each of them as well. The geographic side have cities, ports, all the geographic things, and each one of these can have notes added in a nice old font from an old typewriter in Cairo somewhere. The utilities section has a sequence of play. There's a lot to say about this because it facilitates group play, which is handled here, but it's a means of controlling the progress of the game and who's been ordered to do what and whether they've completed it or not. There's a random selector which is explained here. I don't know whether this text is visible on the final video on YouTube, but if it is, you can read about what that does. And I'll come back to that I don't want to make this video too long, so I'll come back to that on a future occasion as well. It's pretty useful though. Show hex contents is just a lookup for where things might be, although this system is intended to be used in conjunction with something like Vassal or the full map with counters if you've got space to do that. Data changes is an audit trail of everything that's been done, which is quite important if something might have been forgotten or done incorrectly. And there are various facilities for filtering this and looking things up and archiving transactions when it becomes too long. Under admin, we have those really fun tasks of evaporation and spillage and the extra for hot weather. I suppose that would make the water hot. Anyway, that's all done at a touch of a button, and we'll do it for everywhere on the maps. This, although it's set up here just to replenish the wells on each map, which is done on a map by map basis, this is actually generated from the 10-foot long map that I recreated and actually printed out on a single 10-foot roll of laminated card. Anyway, that would be probably a better map to use than most of them or all of them that I've seen on Vassal, so that may be made available. Finally, the rules are available, and this can be detached from the main system, so you can look at the rules at the same time as having a window open. It's searchable and can be constantly updated as things go along. The first thing is the sequence of play there, which has been considerably enhanced from the original. So lots of things fixed, lots of very easy to control and record facilities for data, and hopefully it will be appreciated because it took a hell of a long time to produce. Thanks for listening. Bye for now.